Hey guys, this is Shen.
And I'm Siri.
And welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Before we start, please subscribe to this channel. So today we have a Chinese New Year traditional legend. Although there are many different Chinese legends and they vary from one another, the legend we are going to discuss also varies from region to region and country to country. Before we go into the legend, here's a little information on what is Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year is a traditional festival that celebrates the beginning of a new year on the traditional Chinese calendar. In Chinese culture and East Asian countries, the festival is commonly referred to as the Spring Festival, as the spring season in the lunisolar calendar traditionally starts with Lichun, the first of the 24 solar terms which the festival celebrates around the time of the Lunar New Year, marking the end of winter and the beginning of the spring. Observances traditionally take place from New Year's Eve, the evening preceding the first day of the year, to the Lantern Festival, held on the 15th day of the year. The first day of the Chinese New Year begins on the new moon that appears between 21st January and 20th February. In 2021, the first day of the Chinese New Year will be on Friday, 12th February, which is the year of the ox.
Perfect. What year are we in? Are we in rat?
The year of the ox already started.
Ox already started?
Yeah, 21st January to 20th February.
Oh yeah. Yeah, last one was rat. I thought that like the year, the animal that is assigned to you, and if it's that year, that means it's your lucky year. But it's the exact opposite apparently.
Really? It's not your lucky year?
Yeah. So last year it was rat, so all the rat people, it's not a good year for the rat people.
I don't think it was a good year for anybody. Was it a good year for you? It wasn't for me.
I mean, it was okay. I mean, isn't that better? That means that the rest of the, 11 times you're lucky, and then you get one unlucky year and then 11 more years of luckiness. I mean, that's a better deal than 11 years of shit and 1 year of luckiness.
One whole year, you could lose arms and legs. It's not like the other 11 years you would gain that arm and leg.
But not that unlucky. Probably your ice cream melts too fast, your food's too cold, you never get to have hot tea or something. That's so sad that Jel couldn't be here because she would probably know more about this than we would.
Yeah, that's why I wanted her to be with us, as well as she would probably like it just to hang around.
Yeah.
The Chinese New Year is associated with several myths and customs. The festival was traditionally a time to honor deities as well as ancestors. Within China, regional customs and traditions concerning the celebration of the New Year vary widely, and the evening preceding the New Year's Day is frequently regarded as an occasion for Chinese families to gather for the annual reunion dinner. It is also traditional for every family to thoroughly clean their house in order to sweep away any ill fortune and to make way for incoming good luck. Another custom is the decoration of windows and doors with red paper cuts and couplets. Popular themes among these paper cuts and couplets include that of good fortune or happiness, wealth, and longevity. Other activities include lighting firecrackers and giving money in red paper envelopes. For the northern regions of China, dumplings are featured prominently in meals celebrating the festival. It often serves as the first meal of the year, either at midnight or as breakfast of the first day.
I also remember that they buy this very expensive yellow plant.
Oh, really? I have no idea.
Yeah, super expensive.
Is it the money plant?
It's some sort of money plant to them.
Oh, wow.
It's called it's very pretty, and then it dies pretty quick, I think. Yeah, that yellow plant. What is it? Lucky bamboo. Is it? Is that what it is? At least in Vietnam, they try to decorate their entire fucking house with this.
Oh, I think, like I said, culture varies from country to country.
Yeah, probably they all have their own
Now, the legend I'm going to talk about was given to me by this lovely Redditor, Captain General Kitten. So adorable. I will try to keep it the way they wrote it to me. The classic one would be the story of the Nian, a monster which looks like a cross between a drake and a lion. Its name also means year in Mandarin.
What's a drake?
I have no idea. What's a drake?
Yeah, it is a duck, yeah. It's a sexually mature adult male duck of any duck species.
Wow. What?
So a Nian is a mixture between a drake and a what?
A lion.
Okay, I'm looking at a picture. Where's the drake part? It just looks like full lion.
I don't know. I already explained that this varies as well. This story.
Oh, yeah.
It is named thusly as the monster would only awaken once a year, terrible creature with fangs as long as a man and a scaly hide so thick that no blade, arrow, or blow could harm it. It was a terrible creature, and the fact it only came down from its hidden mountainous lair once a year was a blessing in its truest sense, for the Nian was a horribly violent and ravenous predator. When it would come down from the mountains, it would stalk the entire village, and when it saw its chance, it would come with great violence, and in a fury of monstrous strength, it would strike, divorcing heads from their necks, limbs from torso, and it would gorge itself. It would feast on those who it killed until it grew fat. Then, thankfully, it would return to the mountains to sleep and hibernate. Now, every year, more and more people would fall victim to the Nian. Every year, its appetite grew larger as the beast grew fat and huge on the flesh of our own kin. The people knew they had to do something, but every defense, every attempt to find its lair and kill it as it slept failed miserably, with only scraps of clothes and gory bits of flesh, the only sign of those brave souls. But it was 1 year where the secret to killing it was found. The creature had come and stalked and killed as it always had. But this time, it was careless. It had knocked a jar of oil over into an open flame as it mauled the occupants of the home it had invaded. In a flash, the hut burst into flames, and the alarm sounded the creature.
He accidentally lit wherever he was on fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Nian burst out from the burning hut, and it fled. It ran as fast as its mighty paws could carry it away from the fire, away from the sound of clanking pots and pans. It fled from the noise and the flame. It was afraid, and that year the Nian went hungry, going to sleep on a half-filled belly. As a response to that, the villagers formulated a plan. They bought fireworks, brought out all their cymbals and drums. They painted their homes bright crimson red and wore red in kind. And furthermore, as a bit of poetic justice, they had crafted a simulacrum of the Nian, which was to be puppeted by two of the village's most fearless men. It was made out of bamboo, colored paper and cloths, the scaly hide replicated by expertly woven beads, an expertly crafted adversary to the Nian of the mountains.
What's a simulacrum?
Puppet kind of thing?
Okay. So they made a puppet of Nian, and two of the bravest guys controlled it? Were the puppet masters, basically?
Yeah, kind of. You know, I think it's similar to those, the dragon dancing thingy in Chinatowns. Yeah, it's something similar to that.
Yeah. But this is their method of fighting the Nian?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm curious to know how that's gonna work.
So remember, it was scared of fire and loud noises.
Yes. Oh.
The year came and went, but this time they were ready. This time they would not be slaughtered. The Nian once again came down from the mountains with a madness in its eyes, as its hunger was not yet sated from the year before. The Nian fell back into its usual habit of stalking and hunting, but it found no men on the walls of the village, no lone child or mother who had gone to the well at night, and so it snuck into the village looking for prey.
Who snuck into the village? The Nian?
the Nian.
But what do you mean snuck? Like, isn't it gigantic and doesn't it like always attack the village?
It does, but it was more curious this time that it didn't find anyone outside the walls of the village.
You know, sacrificing themselves, waiting to get eaten, roaming the streets on the day that they know that this giant monster is gonna visit. How come people aren't in the streets? I'm so surprised.
So surprised. Bang! The first firework was set off, and the Nian's bestial heart nearly burst through its chest. Bang! 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 As even more were set off. The Nian, shocked by the ring of thunderous flames, it suddenly found itself recoiled in abject horror. It was then it saw the whole village engulfed in crimson light. The fireworks lit up the night, shunting the darkness into oblivion. All the Nian could see was red and the orange of crackling, booming flames. But then the cacophony began as villagers poured out of their homes, banging on drums, blowing horns, and smashing cymbals together. Others hit pots and pans together, all in an attempt to create as much confusing noise as possible.
Good strategy. I like that this whole village has come together and finally got a plan of instead of getting eaten every year.
Yeah. The Nian was discombobulated and afraid. So very afraid. Everywhere it ran, into homes, into alleys, it could not escape from the creeping red and the clang of steel. It tried to attack, but its own body betrayed it, forcing it to flee. But its plight was not yet over. As it turned a corner, it saw it. Another four-legged beast, another of its own kind. This one was huge, as large as itself. Its hide was decorated in brilliant bands of gold and red, surely a symbol of its superior strength and speed. The other golden Nian charged at the one from the mountains with blinding speed and finesse, bounding and leaping from the structure of the village with a grace it itself did not have. It dances circles around the mountain Nian, roaring fire and flames from its own fanged maw. The mountain Nian knew it stood no chance, not against its red and golden kin, especially not the fire and thunder surrounding it. So the Nian ran. It ran far up the mountain, never to be seen again, never to return. It would starve in the mountains, but the Nian had no choice. After all, how could it compete if the villagers now had such a fearsome guardian beast? Or so it must have thought.
Oh, the Nian's so stupid. It didn't recognize like a giant puppet.
Yeah.
I still don't see where the duck part came from. I don't know why I chose to quack a duck. But this is a pretty good idea. Who had this idea? Why didn't they have it earlier before like a lot of villagers had to become food?
Because they didn't know what scared the Nian. There are many versions of the story, as you would expect from a tale, which was largely orally passed down. Sometimes the Nian comes from the sea or the plains, or it looked more like a scaled dog rather than a lion or a tiger.
I had definitely seen videos, or I think even in person, like people dressed as the yellow and red thingy that I never knew was a Nian. But yeah, I've seen it. Probably in Thailand.
Oh, yeah, but I thought it was like a dragon.
I also thought it was a dragon. Also, because in Vietnam, they have a bunch of bridges with dragons. So I just assumed the Chinese thing was also a dragon.
Do you guys celebrate Chinese New Year?
No, but apparently the Tibetans celebrate something that is inspired or close to around the time when the Chinese New Year is spent. And we all get a holiday for that. It's a national holiday.
Have you seen anything similar to celebrating Chinese New Year or these kind of puppeteers in around your area?
You make I think it's a bull suit or something, and then two people get in it, and then the tradition is to chase people around. It's supposed to signify something that I do not know, but yeah, we do wear like a suit or costume. We wear a lot of costumes, and mostly monstrous kinds.
Do you guys have anything on the 12th this year of February? If it is, probably it's like a version of the Chinese New Year, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, we do. It's called Losar. Yeah.
You do? What's Losar?
It's a Tibetan Buddhist holiday in Nepal. They do stuff. I don't know because I've never been invited to Losar. Yeah, all the Sherpas, Tibetans, all of them celebrate it. All I know is they get together and they make this food called kapse. It's is super delicious. And then so the next day, our Tibetan friends bring it to school and we get to eat it. I actually don't know what they do to celebrate it though, other than make kapse. But yeah, I didn't know this, but yeah.
What is it made of?
It's like nimki for us,
Oh, nice.
but better for some reason. Tibetans got very good food, like very like rich and fatty, probably to like keep warm.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. And thank you, Captain General Kitten, for this legend. If you like this drawing and you want to see the finished piece, please check out my Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below which true crime or supernatural case you would like to see next. Or if you have a story of your own you would like to share, you can send them to me to my email or my Instagram.
Or in our subreddit. All the links will be in the description down below. Subscribe for more videos like this, and if you're already subscribed, please click the bell to be notified in the future.
Thank you and Happy Chinese New Year!
Happy Chinese New Year!